Greenlands, and I've kind of labeled this a behind the scenes video. It's a quiet last half of March here, and I thought I'd show you some of the stuff that I maybe sprinkle a little bit of in the video or just completely skip, but goes into making a video on this Let's Play because there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. So what I was just doing, because one of the things I keep talking about it because it's such a good change. I was checking I didn't have fixed visual month on because I have no flickering trees on any of my saves at the moment, which is awesome. So first thing when I load the Greenland save up, go through every animal pen and check they have food. I'm playing with, full fat Maize Plus, so we've got the animal food editions running. It's not edited at all, so all of the animals eat a heck of a lot of food. We have a lot of animals, and yeah, so every time I start the game up, I go through and check that which animals need feeding, because invariably something does. The other thing that I do quite often is running the slurry from the cowshed across to the BGA, because that's one of our big sources of income. The BGA processes the slurry, turns it into digestate. The digestate gets sent to the dryer, which is just next to the BGA, and that turns it into solid fertilizer, which we sell. So part of the process, which is where we're going to go next. So we're going to jump in the T7, I think. Yep, switch the truck off. Maybe we won't jump in the T7. I'm checking how much fertilizer we have. So before I go and sell fertilizer, I try and keep that bin full just in case we need it. We're very rarely going to need that much fertilizer, but I like to be prepared. No, I was never a Boy Scout, not my thing. But yeah, so we've got a full trailer here. We'll go top off the fertilizer bin, and then we've got another. Let me just find it in the menu. Keep scrolling up. Another 22,000 to get rid of. So something I've noticed actually, and I'm not sure if it's just that I was paying attention more as I was recording this, distribution from productions to other productions seems slower after the update. Don't know if you've seen that or not. So this is one of the few saves I have lots of productions on. So yeah, kind of noticing it on here. So yeah, I'm just going to take you through a bunch of the stuff that I would do in the background, in between videos or during videos, that I don't usually put in much of, or I don't think I do. You guys might correct me. Yeah, so I think probably in April, which I think is what I said we might be doing, but I think in April we'll be starting to mow the grass and getting feed prepped for the cows. So I do have a slightly worrying moment later on with how much maize silage we have left. I think it's a visual bug. I hope it's a visual bug. We also have just had another great demand come in for milk. I don't know if it's how the map's set up, but that sell point in particular, the auction centre milk buy point, I think I get a great demand from there every couple of months. Which is awesome when you're producing as much milk as I am. But yeah, so we're going to go sell some milk in a bit. We're actually sitting on a heck of a lot. I don't know if it's on the screen there. I don't see it. I think it's just above. But we're sitting on about 400,000 litres of milk. So yeah, I think what I was just checking there was when is the best sell price for fertilizer. Yeah, pretty much 400,000 litres of milk, and it's at 1,700 per 1,000 litres, so that's going to be a nice little payday. We'll get this fertilizer sold first, and then we'll get on to that. Going to be buying a new milk trailer as well to speed the process up. This was one that was recommended by Mark, and it's a 100,000 litre trailer rather than the 50,000 litre trailer. I didn't fancy 8 trips backwards and forwards, so yeah. I'll talk about it now, and then I don't have to talk about what I'm doing. I had to edit that trailer so that it would only take milk, because I have the milk trigger and the diesel trigger overlap, and sometimes they fill with diesel. So I did a really bad job of editing it, and I had to go and do it twice. So you'll see that in a moment. Because there's some stuff I wanted to chat about. So I think I mentioned it in the Maypole video. because it's the day after. I'm still away on, so you're going to repair the T7, which is quite an expensive build. I mentioned that I brought some different stuff with me on this trip. I'm still away in the hotel, and what I brought with me, I haven't actually ended up using it because I've not done. So normally on a Monday, I'm away in the hotel, and I will finish editing or record commentary for, or flat out record up to 4 videos in the evening, because I'm stuck in a hotel room on my own, so I make good use of the time. And then the problem I have is that I have to leave the gaming laptop running all night to render those videos, and it's quite noisy and doesn't feel like a good thing to be doing. I kind of assume electronics has a limited life, so you know. And so what I brought with me this time is, so we're just going to do that trailer swap in the background. I brought the Dell that I was using, not a Dell, the Dell. So the Dell gaming laptop that I used to play on, that I was using when my good gaming laptop was broken, and I brought it with me to use to do video rendering. But so we're going to sell this one for £50,000. So we've had it the longest, so I think it's that one. And actually, I hadn't realised it's quite a good swap, because the new one's going to cost us about £50,000. So there's a bit of a delivery charge, but it's almost a cost neutral swap, which is quite nice. So yeah, I think at this point we can justify a 100,000 litre milk tanker. I've done a lot of trips to the store with the 50,000 litre one. It doesn't do, I'll come back to what I was talking about. It doesn't have the update mass equals false, so it's heavy. 100,000 litres of milk is heavy. We might need a more powerful truck, I think. We'll see how we get on. Yeah, so I brought switching back, brought the Dell gaming laptop with me because I was going to use it to render on, because it's a bit quieter. And what I was thinking, and I haven't really got into, because I've been away for 2 nights, I haven't done the sort of mass video production thing that I would normally do, is while I'm recording and editing and doing commentary and stuff, I can't really render in the background easily, because you know, if I'm recording game footage, I can't record and render at the same time. The laptop gets really loud when it's rendering, so I don't generally like to be recording audio while I'm rendering. So what I thought was, well, I'll just transfer the files across to the other laptop and render on that. And then I can render twice as fast and maybe not have to have the laptops running while I sleep. But I haven't had to do that. I may have to later, because I'm still away. It's Monday night now. And I may end up getting a couple of videos recorded. Not sure. I had the worst night's sleep last night. I don't know if I mentioned, I did the commentary for the grapes video, second grapes video this morning. Don't know if I mentioned then, my back. God, I feel old. It might be because I slept downstairs with Disco on Saturday night to keep an eye on him. Might be just because I'm getting old. My back hurt so much in the night, and it kept waking me up, and I just couldn't get comfortable. Normally I sleep quite well. I'm at a hotel that I use quite regularly and normally sleep quite well. Amusingly, because I was away on a Sunday night, hotels on a Sunday are slightly cheaper, so I managed to book the next class up a room within the budget that I have from work, and it's exactly the same. It's just on a higher floor in the building. If I was paying, I would have thought that was a complete rip-off, but I wasn't paying, so, you know. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed when I walked in the room. It was exactly the same as the one that I would normally stay in here, just 2 floors down, or 2 floors up, you know. Yeah, I guess it's maybe a little bit quieter. So a lot of the the flagship rooms are on the floor above the gym, so there is some gym noise, but I don't know. Yeah, so I may not do a monster recording session later because I may be kind of tired. We'll see. I'm in a pretty good place. I don't know if you guys care about this. It's Monday and I'm finishing off Thursday's video, which is kind of cool. And I'm gonna the video that I am hopefully going to Might be an early morning job because it's Monday and the Goville pack releases tomorrow, and I really want to get a video out on it tomorrow with the update to Maze Plus. But I'm in work all day tomorrow, so I've got to drive to work from where I am now. So maybe I wanted to go for a run before work as well. I may be getting up mega early to download. I don't know what time it releases. I've never kept track of it because I've never been that fussed. So we're going to sell the milk now. We've got 400,000 litres of milk to get sold. I'm not going to show you all of the emptying the tank because it took a while. But through the magic of editing, the first tank is nearly sold. We get about £190,000 a tank by the time we get the environmental bonus. So 4 times that is a lot of money. Yeah, so I've never really paid attention to when it releases. What I'm thinking is I'll get up in the morning, see if I can download it. I think none of my copies of FS at the moment are on Steam. I think it usually releases earlier on Steam. I'm going to have to wait for Giants, so it may be that I don't get it done until Wednesday, which is a bit annoying. It is what it is, really. You know, everyone's going to be doing videos on the Goville pack. The advantage that I guess I have is the Maze Plus update, which goes with the Goville pack. So, which Paul announced yesterday, so that's cool. We can talk about it. Actually announced it yesterday in real time, so I'm recording this on Monday and this video is not coming out till Thursday, so we're all good. I think we're on the last tanker load of milk, so I did cut out some big-ish chunks of it. So yeah, my rambling was I brought my old laptop with me to render on to try and speed things up. I haven't needed it. I think I will in the future, so I have a backpack from work, which is for carrying my work laptop. My work laptop is the smallest of the laptops I carry with me, but it does now fit 2 17-inch laptops and I think my work one's like a 13-inch one. So yeah, I can fit the 3 laptops in, the charger for the work laptop, and most of the other chargers and electronics go in my kind of bag that I bring away with me. So yeah, the next thing we're going to do, which isn't really behind the scenes, is we're going to put in one of the new bale storage sheds that came with the 1.9 update, because I thought it would be quite a cool way of storing the grass silage bales that we have over by the industrial BGA. I want to start bringing those back because we're using quite a lot of them. I'm using something like not quite 30 bales a day of grass silage at the moment. It's not a problem. I was going to get these trailers out, but actually I thought, why am I keeping them? We don't need them really. So I'm going to sell both of them. We've got 2 of them. Brought them right at the start of the Let's Play, and we've replaced them with bigger trailers now. So the 2 Marston trailers are going £9,000 each. Yeah, we're using 20 to 30 grass bales or silage bales a day. Not worried because we still have a massive clamp full of grass silage that I haven't opened yet. You can just see it in the background. So yeah, I don't think we really have a problem. I'm just saving the game before I delete this shed. It is the same shed, I think, that's going back in, but with the bale functionality. So selling that one for £5,000. I think the new one's £20,000, something like that. 29,000. So it's obviously, because it's the same shed, it'll fit exactly. So yeah, I thought this would be a good... I was trying to find somewhere else to put it on the yard, and I couldn't find anywhere I liked the look of, and this works, so this is what we're going with. Yeah, what else have we got that we do today? I'm just having lots of animal feeding. As I said, there's a lot of feeding that goes on, and I only show a little bit of it normally, so I thought I'd give you some sort of idea, because it's quite time consuming playing on Greenlands, and I find it's worse. We've got bales to try and put in. This does not go well. Thank God for super strength. Yeah, I find it's worse in the winter. I have had every save go through this period at like one after the other at the same time, and finding creative ways to make a video out of winter in farm sim when you're not going to spend 3 months logging is challenging. So I'm just checking the key binding for unload side because I couldn't remember it and it wasn't appearing in the HUD. Must remember to edit out the yawn. I'm really tired. And we will also at the same time say thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. That's not because it's linked to the yawn, it's because I've got to write a time down and I may as well do 2 things with that time that I've written down. Yeah, if you're interested in Patreon or YouTube membership, there's a link for Patreon below, or click the join button on the YouTube channel thing. Patreon's better, definitely. I get a bit more than that than using YouTube, and if you go for the £5 one, you get a bit more as well. So, you know, or not, just watch the videos, enjoy the content. That's why it's here. So I'm going to turn around and try coming at it the other way. If you're on, I don't know what Discord is released on. I know he's put it on Cartex one. He might have put it on FSG's, I guess. Mark Thor has edited this, the bale shed from Giants, to make the load and unload areas bigger. So if you've got space and you want that, go grab Mark's one. I think it's actually made the capacity much higher as well. So it's on Cartex Discord. Go get it if you want it. But I don't think it would work here because I don't really have the space for a big load and unload area without things getting confused. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. And I am going to have to, in the background, do a whole load more bale moving because there's still a lot of bales down there. Yeah, I'm not sure of the best way of shifting it all. Doesn't feel like this trailer holds enough bales. I might have to do some sneaky off-camera stuff with like twice as many bales on the trailer. So this was idea number 2 for getting bales in the shed. Just kind of ram them with a front loader. It sort of worked. Some of them went in, some of them didn't. Some of them got stuck, some of them got reloaded. I think it's really cool that Giants have brought bale storing sheds to all platforms. Speaking of all platforms, I've watched about half of Mr. CDP's latest Let's Play video, and he was talking about being hacked. Yeah, it was kind of like the one from the video that I shared. It wasn't a sponsorship, it was YouTube claiming a copyright strike, but it was a similar attack. It was a PDF that was actually an executable. So yeah, and it sounds like Mr. CDP is a very cautious guy when it comes to tech. You know, he does the sort of things that I do. So when you get a dodgy looking email, I don't hit reply. I just expand it so it shows me the email address that it came from, and it's usually like alphabetsoup@gmail when it's claiming to be something else. Clearly not legit. We've got a nice number of bales. What's weird is we've got 3 bales that are a different capacity. Totally confused by that, but you know. Anyway, going to shift the manure down to the industrial BGA next and pick up some silage while we're down there. So yeah, it sounds like he's a very cautious guy. He just got panicked. They targeted a weakness of creators and emailed him saying he had a YouTube copyright strike. I had on a very, very old video, I had a notification this morning of a YouTube. It's not a copyright strike, so they don't generally go straight. Doesn't generally go straight to a copyright strike. It's an infringement. Basically, I used to use copyright-free music on the videos I used to on when I played Battle Pirates, and every so often someone does a copyright claim on those. I just go in and delete the video these days because I don't give a about those videos. So I just go in and delete it. But he got an email saying this is the thing that freaks me out. Look how quickly this bunker empties for 250,000 litres of silage. Look how quickly that is emptying. That didn't feel right. We're going to make some TMR now. So TMR on here is grass silage, hay, maize silage, potatoes. That's pretty much it at the moment. Occasionally some grain mix. That's mostly going to the sheep. Yeah, so he got an email which he said the email address looked legit that it came from. It had a PDF attached. Looked like a PDF attached explaining the copyright. Copyright strike. He tried to open it. It was an executable and they got access to his YouTube account. So yeah, I think, you know, I'm pretty paranoid about stuff. Pretty paranoid about tech stuff. They get you on the panic. And I almost got caught on that actually on Discord. I had I think a few people got it. I know Kartik got the same message. I got sent a message from someone that I knew that was a member of a few Discords that I was a member of, and it was like, join my new Discord. And I clicked on the link, and the first thing it did was ask me to scan a capture code. Not a capture, the 2D barcode things. They might be capture codes. Sorry, it's been a long day. And I was like, with the Discord phone app, and it's like, that's what you do to log in. And it almost got me because it was like 5 in the morning, and I was like getting my phone out. I was like, no, stop. And they almost get you. And that wasn't panic. That was that I was somewhat comfortable because it was someone that I knew that had messaged me. And yeah. So yeah, I think it's quite easy, you know, to sit and say, oh, we shouldn't have fallen for it. I wouldn't have fallen for it. Whatever. A lot of YouTubers have fallen for it recently, whether it's, I had not heard of the copyright strike one. A lot of them are to do with sponsorship and things like that. Yeah, I think everyone has a bit of a weakness, and if you get probed enough times, they'll find it. And just be super cautious, I guess. I have a personal pet peeve around this. I don't know how many people are on Facebook still these days. All these little quizzes and games. It's like, you know, put in your mother's maiden name and the street you were born on, and we'll tell you your whatever. No, they're wanting the words you might use for passwords or security questions. You know, it's like, tell us your first car and we'll tell you whatever. And then on another website, your security question for password recovery is, what was your first car? I hate it when I see those. All of those little Facebook quizzes. A lot of them are just trying to gather your security information. You know, a Facebook profile or a whatever social media profile will tell hackers, not really, they're phishing more than hacking, a lot of information about you to be able to piece together enough to access different accounts. I'm somewhat lucky in that I get trained on some of this stuff for work, and so I'm naturally a bit more cautious, but yeah, it can happen. And luckily he's got his channel back. He's back. I cannot imagine how much stress there was in that process, when it's your job, you know. It's yeah. Anywho, this is what goes on behind the scenes on Greenland. So we're now on to, we've fed the cows, we've bedded the cows down. We've now got to feed all of the sheep hens, because although they are grazing wasn't enough. So we're going to go, we've got to feed the sheep. We're getting more sheeps. I think there's the pen we're feeding now. We'll have lambs next game day, so that'll be another 100 sheep, and we'll move those to the other bigger pen. Because next month, maybe the month after, we're going to sell the clothes we're getting from the sheep. I know we're sitting on 1.4 million. I couldn't be bothered to sit and press the button enough times to pay the loan down. Maybe do it in the next video. I'm kind of tempted to wait until we get enough in the bank to pay the loan off. We're paying a bit of interest on it, but I don't think it's that bad. And it might be just kind of nice at this point to, rather than have the loan fizzle out as we slowly pay it off, just save the last chunk and do it in one big hit. There are some things I want to buy as well, so you know. I want to get half a bucket of grain mix to put in, so, and then we're going to do some hay and some whole crop silage, and then we'll be done. I'll do the other one off camera, mainly because I was trying to keep the video to about 30 minutes, and with the bits that I cut out from selling the milk, it was more than 30 minutes, so you know, so that's how it works out. And for those that are curious, it's a few days away when you'll see this. But firstly, thank you to all the people that messaged asking how Disco was doing. I really appreciate it. It's yeah, it's kind of nice that you guys care. I guess I talk about it enough. He is doing really well. He is seeing the vet Tuesday, so tomorrow, or a couple of days ago for you guys, for just a post-op checkup. I don't know if we'll have the tumours that were removed were sent off for testing, I guess. I don't think we'll have the results by then, but yeah, he's doing well. He's not the cheery little puppy he was yet. He's pretty, actually, he has moments, but he's still in pain. He's still a bit fed up because he's stuck on cage rest because it's a pretty big operation. They go straight through the abdominal wall with quite a big cut, so obviously all of that's got to heal, so he's not allowed to do too much at all. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this random look behind the scenes. Any comments or questions about this stuff, stick them below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. We do not smash like buttons. If you do, you have to buy me a coffee. And I'll see you next time on Greenlands, where hopefully we'll be doing some field work.